The upcoming full moon is cloaked in mystery, holding secrets far stranger than you might imagine. For centuries, the moon has been a symbol of guidance, serenity, and enigma. But what if we've misunderstood its influence? This January full moon, set to appear on the 13th, marks the first of 2025. Yet this isn't just another celestial event. There's a deeper hidden truth woven into its energy, already affecting you in ways you may not fully realize. Why is this moon so different? The answers lie beneath its glow, but not everyone is prepared to uncover them. Approaching this lunar phase without awareness may come with consequences. During this time, you might feel an overwhelming urge to retreat into solitude. Conversations may seem too loud, people too draining, and even small interactions might sap your energy. This isn't burnout or something wrong with you, it's the moon. Acting as a cosmic mirror, this full moon forces you to confront the aspects of yourself you've been avoiding. That longing for silence and stillness isn't loneliness. It's a call to align with your inner self, free from distractions. This isolation isn't a punishment, but an invitation. The moon seeks to reconnect you with the parts of yourself you've neglected or feared to face. The choice is yours. Embrace this solitude as an opportunity for growth, or turn away from it. As this full moon rises, the veil between our world and the spiritual realm grows thinner. Energies from beyond may reach out, protective forces like guides, ancestors, or benevolent entities offering wisdom or comfort. However, not all that emerges from the shadows is friendly. You might experience vivid, unsettling dreams or feel an eerie sensation of being watched. Chills, whispers, or fleeting shadows in the corner of your eye could be signs of a message or warning. The question is not whether these presences exist, but whether you're ready to face them. Trust your instincts during this time. If you feel uneasy or sense a place or person you should avoid, listen to that inner voice. The energies of this full moon are powerful, and your actions may ripple across realms in ways you can't fully understand. This isn't just about moonlight. It's about the phenomena it brings. Electronics might glitch, lights could flicker, and pets may behave strangely, staring into corners or reacting to invisible presences. Animals are highly attuned to these energies, and their reactions are not mere coincidences. Even your body might respond with waves of dizziness, shivers, or a charged static-like sensation. These signs hint at the moon's extraordinary influence, urging you to pay attention. This energy seeks to shift, wake, and guide you towards something greater. The oddities you notice, the inexplicable, are the universe speaking its mysterious language. You might already sense the change in people around you, their emotions surfacing in raw and unexpected ways. Even before the full moon arrives, its energy is palpable, stirring something deep within us all. When it finally graces the sky, its power will become unmistakable. Whether it feels like the world is unraveling or merely bending to the moon's will, one thing is clear. This is no ordinary full moon. Imagine you're at the grocery store and a near stranger suddenly opens up, spilling their darkest secrets like you're their therapist. These moments aren't random. They're a reflection of the moon's energy, which amplifies emotions until they overflow. But here's the unsettling part. It's not just emotions, it's intuition too. People are picking up on unspoken things, sensing shifts they can't explain, and reacting in unexpected ways. Maybe they're picking up on your energy, noticing subtle changes in your aura, which triggers something in them. It's as if the moon is holding up a mirror, forcing us to reflect each other's raw truths. And it's not just them. You might catch yourself behaving strangely too, speaking impulsively, reacting in ways that don't feel like your usual self. That's no coincidence. The moon doesn't just move ocean tides, it stirs the waves within us. These odd encounters and behaviors aren't random. They're part of a much bigger lunar story unfolding around you. This full moon feels deeply personal. If you feel like the moon is reaching out to you, it's probably because it is. Why does it seem to care so much about you? Each full moon rises with its own intensity, but not everyone feels it the same way. For some, it's almost unbearable. The restlessness, the way it seems to dig into your soul and demand attention. That's no accident. The moon might be singling you out, sensing your readiness for change, or calling you to let go of what's holding you back. It could be testing your limits or urging you to step fully into your power. Here's the thing. Not everyone feels this connection. And then there's the solitude of standing before a mirror, where the reflections staring back at you might coax out admissions you never imagined voicing aloud. It's as if this moon has its own agenda, one that disregards comfort zones entirely and demands nothing less than raw authenticity. This energy is not selective. It blankets everyone, weaving its way into conversations and interactions. It's a time when emotions swell like a tide, pulling people out of their depths. You might witness startling revelations, unanticipated confrontations, or even an outpouring of tears that seems to come from nowhere. The atmosphere feels heavy, charged with vulnerability, as though the universe itself is pausing to exhale, inviting everyone to release the burdens they've been carrying. Such moments are simultaneously breathtaking and overwhelming, for truth has a dual nature. It heals, but it also disrupts. It shakes the foundation, forcing cracks in the structures we've built around our lives and relationships. Dynamics that once felt stable may shift under the weight of honesty, but this is not destruction for its own sake. It is the moon's way of clearing space, carving paths for growth, and fostering connections that are grounded in genuineness. The turbulence is a necessary prelude to clarity, a storm that ushers in a brighter, more authentic dawn. This is a time to embrace the chaos with courage. Let the words come, even if they terrify you. Let the emotions rise, even if they threaten to overwhelm. The moon's influence doesn't just demand truth, it demands the release of everything that has been bottled up for too long. The lies we tell ourselves, the secrets we bury, the fears we let dictate our lives. All of these are weights that hold us back. Under this moon, there's no space for pretense, no room for the facades we use to shield ourselves. It is a moment for liberation, for unburdening yourself of the falsehoods, large or small, that have kept you confined. The question is not whether the truth will surface, it is whether you will be ready to meet it head-on. This is your invitation to step into the unknown with trust, to let go of the narratives that no longer serve you. It's an opportunity to reclaim your freedom, to build relationships on a foundation of honesty, and to find clarity within yourself. The moon's energy is a gift, albeit a challenging one, that leads you toward growth and renewal. Embrace it, let it guide you, and allow the truth to set you free. We stand at a profound threshold, a liminal space where the air itself seems heavy with anticipation, thick with the weight of impending transformation. The energy swirling around us feels almost palpable, vibrating with intensity as it crescendos toward a climactic shift. This is the moment right before the full moon reaches its zenith, where its luminous power will peak and irrevocably alter the landscape of our inner and outer worlds. If you've sensed an undercurrent of change, as though something monumental is about to unfold, trust that feeling. It's no coincidence. The energy of this full moon is potent, carrying with it the promise of illumination and the inevitability of reckoning. When the full moon casts its radiant glow across the night sky, its brilliance extends far beyond the physical realm. It becomes a mirror, reflecting the hidden corners of our lives, the neglected dreams, the unspoken truths, and the wounds we've buried deep. This is no gentle awakening. The full moon's energy is fierce and unyielding, a force that demands attention. It presses against the unhealed parts of our being, forcing us to confront the very aspects of ourselves we've tried to ignore. Like the pull of the tides, the moon's influence is unstoppable, relentless in its mission to wake us from complacency. Resistance is not only futile, but counterproductive, leaving us drained and out of harmony with the powerful forces at play. Yet within this intensity lies an extraordinary opportunity. The full moon doesn't just illuminate what's broken, it offers us the tools to mend, the clarity to see what must change, and the courage to let go. It invites us to release what no longer serves us, whether that's old habits, toxic relationships, or self-defeating beliefs. The moonlight acts as a spotlight, revealing the truth of what we've outgrown and urging us to shed the layers that no longer align with our highest selves. This isn't an easy process. It's a challenge as much as it is an invitation. Growth often requires discomfort, and letting go can feel like stepping into the unknown. But embracing this energy rather than resisting it can lead to profound transformation. It's a chance to realign with your true purpose, to clear the debris that clouds your path, and to step boldly into the life you're meant to live. As the full moon rises and its light bathes the world, consider what it is revealing to you. If you do, it's because you're tuned in. You're one of the few who can sense the moon's desperate pull to awaken something within you. The moon doesn't just orbit the Earth, it orbits you. So, what does it want from you? Is it calling you to heal, to grow, or to release something you've been holding on to for too long? This isn't just about staring at the sky. It's about looking inward and answering the moon's call before its glow fades into the night. Another sleepless night? You're not alone. If you've ever felt restless and unable to quiet your mind during a full moon, this one will be no exception. The energy building now isn't just lighting up the night. It's stirring something deep inside you. The moon isn't merely keeping you awake, it's waking you up. Its glow is at its peak, and for those who are spiritually sensitive, it doesn't just illuminate the outside world. It pierces the subconscious, bringing unresolved emotions, buried memories, and hidden truths to the surface. That restlessness? It's not just a nuisance, it's a signal, a sign that something within you is shifting and preparing for transformation. Even your dreams, when you do sleep, feel different, vivid, intense, and sometimes downright surreal. They're more real than reality because the moon's energy thins the veil, pulling messages from beyond into your subconscious. Don't resist the insomnia. Let the moon speak to you in the stillness of the night. The words you've kept inside, the ones that simmer just beneath the surface of your thoughts, have a power all their own. They linger, unresolved, in the spaces between your heart and your voice, waiting for the right moment to emerge. Have you ever felt them rise, like a tide swelling in your throat, an apology left unsaid, a confession too daunting to share, or the sharp sting of unspoken resentment? And yet, instead of releasing them, you push them down, burying them under layers of fear, doubt, or a sense of duty to preserve the peace. These words, these unexpressed emotions, don't disappear. They stay, growing heavier with time. Under the full moon's luminous glow, however, there's no more hiding. The moon acts as a celestial mirror, reflecting back what we've tried to avoid. Its light is like a cosmic truth serum, calling forth the parts of ourselves we've silenced. It urges us to confront the truths we've buried, the feelings we've locked away, and the words we've been too afraid to speak. This energy doesn't ask for permission, it insists. And what begins as a subtle stir within you, an ache to express, to unburden, soon becomes an eruption. The moon's influence has a way of pulling those words to the surface, no matter how tightly you've clung to them. This process isn't meant to be destructive or harmful. It's not about unleashing words recklessly or wounding others with sharp truths. It's about liberation. Each unspoken word and each suppressed emotion is a weight, a burden you've carried, sometimes for far too long. The moon's light doesn't just illuminate those burdens, it questions them. Why are you still holding on to this? It seems to ask, inviting you to examine the reasons behind your silence. And under its watchful gaze, you might find yourself speaking truths you thought you'd never have the courage to voice. Releasing these words is a transformative act. It's not merely about saying what's on your mind. It's about reclaiming the parts of yourself that have been stifled. It's about stepping into your own authenticity, no longer bound by the fear of how your truth will be received. When you let go of what's been weighing you down, you create space for something new: clarity, healing, connection. The act of speaking, of releasing, becomes an offering to yourself, a commitment to no longer carry what doesn't serve you. The moon doesn't demand perfection or immediate resolution. It simply asks for honesty. And in that honesty, there is freedom. As the words leave your lips, as the emotions finally find their release, you may feel a profound sense of lightness. The heaviness that once felt insurmountable begins to dissipate. This is the moon's gift, not to harm you or disrupt your world, but to help you shed what no longer aligns with your soul's truth. It reminds you that transformation often begins with a single moment of courage, a single step toward letting go. And in that act, you discover not only release, but renewal. Sometimes, the simplest exchanges, those casual moments of connection, can take an unexpected turn and plunge into depths you weren't anticipating. A light-hearted conversation might unexpectedly transform into a profound confession, unveiling layers of emotion that had been tucked away. Even a casual text message can spiral into a cascade of unfiltered truths, breaking barriers you didn't even know were there. What truths are you ready to face? What patterns are you prepared to break? And most importantly, what dreams are you finally willing to chase? This moment is a turning point, a call to action that resonates deeply within the soul. Lean into its energy, let the moon guide you, and prepare to emerge from this phase stronger, clearer, and more aligned than ever before. What are you prepared to let go of in order to step fully into the version of yourself that this moment of profound energy is calling you to embrace? This question invites deep reflection and honesty as you stand at the edge of transformation. For some, this might feel like an emotional breaking point, a tidal wave of raw, unprocessed feelings rising to the surface, demanding attention. It can be intense, overwhelming even, as the layers of your inner world unfold. For others, this moment may feel like a sudden awakening, a spark of clarity that cuts through confusion like lightning across a stormy sky. Insight may strike, and with it, a surge of inspiration that propels you forward. There's an undeniable sense of urgency in the air, as though time itself has quickened, urging you to take decisive action. This isn't mere coincidence. It's the pull of the moon's transformative energy, beckoning you to step into alignment with your highest potential. You may find signs all around you, subtle yet persistent. A pattern of repeated numbers, a chance encounter that feels too meaningful to dismiss, or a message that seems tailor-made for your current journey. These are not random occurrences. They are whispers from the universe, guiding you, encouraging you, and sometimes even challenging you to trust the path unfolding before you. This full moon is more than a celestial event. It's a powerful turning point, a crossroads where the choices you make now will ripple through the chapters of your future. The energy invites you to consider not only what you wish to achieve, but also what you must release to create space for the new. Old habits, limiting beliefs, and unresolved emotions may need to be acknowledged and gently let go. Transformation requires courage, not only to dream of what could be, but to take the necessary steps toward making it a reality. The beauty of this moment lies in its duality. While the path forward may seem daunting, it is also filled with possibility. Each sign, synchronicity, and moment of clarity serves as a reminder that you are not navigating this journey alone. The universe is your co-creator, offering guidance and support as you move toward a more authentic version of yourself. Lean into this energy and trust that you're capable of stepping into the life you envision. Thank you for sharing this space and energy. Moments like these are made richer through connection, and your presence here adds to the collective experience. If you found resonance in this reflection and wish to explore these themes further, consider becoming part of our growing community by subscribing. Your support fuels the creation of more meaningful content, and your insights and experiences are always welcome in the conversation. Until we meet again, take care of yourself, embrace the journey, and remain open to the wisdom that each step brings.